Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Star Wars Rebels Season 1, Episode 1, Spark of Rebellion, Part 1. It feels really weird to me that this is normally the time of my week, of my schedule, when I would sit down to watch the Clone Wars, and I'm not going to. I'm glad I'm not totally leaving the Star Wars world, but it does still feel weird. I don't really know what to expect from this show. I think someone said it was slightly lighter than the Clone Wars was towards the end, but I have no idea. I might be about to get my soul crushed in episode 1. But I'm excited to follow some more characters, to explore the story, and to see where we go from here. So yes, without a reminder that if you're watching this on YouTube, you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, edited version 1 week in advance, and let's go. For a while after the Clone Wars, that's for sure. I'm interested about why the Clone Wars got cancelled, but then this show was made. Is it to do with licensing rights or something?
The Emperor has foreseen a new threat rising against him. The children of the Force.
Ooh.
They must not become Jedi.
Yep. The next generation of younglings. Oh dear. Well, obviously he seems like a great main character. I'm joking. This looks like the main character from the poster image.
I remember what it was like before your ships showed up. Before you Imperials ruined Lothal like the rest of the galaxy.
You're a brave fool.
I'm bringing in a citizen under a charge of treason.
How foolish can you be?
You can't do this.
I mean, that shouldn't be treason.
Who's gonna stop us? Move along, Lothrat.
Sorry, not looking for trouble.
Hmm.
But it sure is a way of finding me. The code red.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Wait, what are you doing?
He just saved your life!
Kids gotta eat.
He feels very Aladdin-esque so far. Like street rat.
Get them loaded then.
Taking a lot of risks.
Almost feel bad for. That was weird.
What? Is he force sensitive? Things got real. Gosh. Are these rebels? What is this child gonna do?
Thanks for doing the heavy lifting.
Pretty gutsy move, kid.
Yep. So he's gonna join with these people, right?
Who are these guys?
Maybe you should have known that before you robbed them in the middle of their robbery.
Who's that kid?
Don't. No. Are you a good pilot?
Okay, you caught me. I give up. What the? Just kidding.
Throw it!
Pretty far, but I've got plans for that crate. So today is not your day.
Day's not over.
Oh, wonderful.
This is going very well for everyone involved. Oh lord.
You have a better option? Come on.
Leave the crate. You'll never make it.
He's a determined one, that's for sure. And a resourceful one. Okay. Look, are you alone in the world? These people, if they're not evil murderers, which given that they're against the Empire,
What happened down there?
do we have a droid? I'm very excited to meet all these characters. I hope they all last.
We knew better, we wouldn't be in this situation. Happened.
Do I have a favourite character already right now? It's early days, but there is a droid.
A kid tripped you up? Must be some kid.
He was very resourceful.
Busy at the your own room.
Hey, stop.
Oh god.
Kid sounds impressive.
You're not thinking what I think you're thinking.
He held on to a crate of blood.
He's in.
You let your eyes off him.
Oh, he's in the ship, all right.
Mhm.
Very creative. Sounds like someone I used to know.
Has he ever been to space before?
I'm in space. And I'm about to die.
You've been very blasé about this extremely dangerous situation up till now.
Light speed.
Teenage boys. Same the world over. Is she a Mandalorian?
Entering hyperspace.
You're a long way from home now.
When the Empire's operations are targeted on an ongoing basis, it could signify something more than the theft of a few crates. It could
Rebellion.
signify the spark of rebellion.
Grab a crate, pull your weight.
You're joining the crew now.
Kick these folks off their farms when the Empire wanted their land.
Anybody try to fight back? Trade the rest of the bounty for another bit of intel you've been begging after.
The Wookiees?
The Wookiees.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, doing real good. I like it. You've been fighting to survive. Oh my goodness. Could he sense that was there? Is he a Jedi? Or at least Force?
We're a crew, a team. In some ways, a family.
Something you could use.
Tries anything, sound the alarm. Or shoot it. Shush.
My name's Sabine.
Teenage boys. I'm so intrigued by these characters, I cannot wait. I love the droid so much.
Vizago acquired the flight.
This child.
I ordered Chopper to keep watch.
He's ready!
We don't have time to take him home anyway. We need to move now.
We're adopting. God, he would drive you up the wall. But it does seem like he's just the kid who's been fighting for himself and doesn't know how to trust other people, how to listen to orders. I'm intrigued to find out more about his backstory and all of their backstories. But I love the fact that they are genuinely rebels against the evils of the Republic.
But there's no way I'd
It makes sense with the show.
Permission to dock. Bay 1.
They really do take risks to do the right thing, and I respect that.
Haven't you ever seen a rare hairless Wookiee before?
Spectre 1, come in.
Oof.
Spectre 4? Spectre 5?
Were they expecting them?
Calms down.
Something's coming.
He is Force sensitive.
Prepare to board.
I don't like this animation style. It's different to the Clone Wars.
They need you right now.
This is a abrupt, you know, moment of truth time, but it is the moment of truth. That was a very promising first episode. It's very different to the beginning of the Clone Wars show, because obviously that was kind of continuing a story we knew about, or filling in the gaps of a story we knew about, whereas this is a whole new set of characters. We're well into the Empire's rule at this point, and I love it. I am not well versed, as you know if you've watched any of my other reactions, I'm not well versed in the official lore of Star Wars beyond like what's been shown on the movies, the current TV shows, etc. I don't know books and comics or anything that's been filled in, so I don't really know what the state of the Empire was like at this point, how full-fledged the rebellion with Leia and everyone was yet at this point. But I love the idea that even if these people are just working on by themselves, just people who know that things that aren't right are going on and are trying to do their bit to make the world that little bit better, I really, really respect that. I'm very intrigued by this crew. It's quite a motley crew of characters. I'm very excited to get to know all of them as we go along, to see what made them come to this point, because I think there are a lot of good people who would see what was happening and you just lose hope and you think, well, I can't make a difference, and so you don't try. But the fact that these people are trying, I'm very excited. And to learn more about Ezra, because I do think that underneath all of the bluster there is probably a boy with a good heart in there. And why was he left alone? Was it because his parents could tell he was Force sensitive and so they were like, don't want the risk of either way? But yes, I wasn't necessarily expecting any of them to be Force sensitive. I mean, when they were like, we must hunt the Force children of the Force, I was like, maybe. But I am intrigued by this. And it does seem like this is very much a trap. Dodgy intel at the least, and an intentional trap to get this thorn in the Empire's side and fully crush it at the worst. So yeah, I feel like this team is going to have to really prove their mettle, and Ezra might have to figure out once and for all just how far he's willing to go and what is he willing to sacrifice. So yeah, I'm very excited for the next episode. I think as the show goes on, I will get more in-depth thoughts when I have more to say about the characters, but this was a very interesting first look so far. A reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, 2 weeks in advance, edited version 1 week in advance, and all of the Clone Wars is up there unedited as well if you're just finding my channel now. Thank you so much for watching.